This video is for Algebra, Section 8.5, Adding and Subtracting Polynomials. Our learning goal, the learner will apply knowledge of polynomials to add and subtract them. Our vocabulary is the horizontal method and the vertical method. Those are the two different ways that you can add and subtract polynomials. Horizontal method is to group the terms horizontally, and vertical method is to write the terms in columns to align like terms. So those are the two different ways you can do these problems. I'll show you both. Prerequisite skills, you need to know what like terms are, you need to know what polynomials are, and you'll be using the commutative and associative properties of addition, because if it's all addition, we can basically drop our parentheses and move things around wherever we want them to be. Alright, I will do the first problem in both methods so you can see the difference, so make sure they're in your notes. Horizontal method I'll try first. So we have 4a minus 5 plus 3a plus 6. And these are in parentheses, but if we remember, if we can change this to plus and negative 5, this is all adding, so I can move things around wherever I want them. If you remember like terms, the 4a and 3a are like terms because they have the same variable to the same power. So I can put those together and I'll be able to add them. And then the negative 5 and the positive 6 would also be like terms, so I can add those. 4a's and 3a's becomes 7a, and negative 5 plus 6 is positive 1. Okay, that's all you have to do. If I wanted to use vertical method, I would have the same problem, 4a minus 5 plus 3a plus 6. I still need to change this to plus and negative so that I can move things around. And then instead of doing the groupings, I could put 4a and 3a vertically, and then negative 5 and 6, and just add that way. And I would get 7a plus 1. So those are the two different methods. You can do your work either method, it doesn't matter, as long as you show me one of them so that I know what you did. Okay? Let's move on to number 3. Number 3, they gave us 6xy plus 2y plus 6x plus 4xy minus x. Okay, again, change this to plus and negative x. Then I'm going to find all my like terms. Parentheses don't matter anymore because it's all addition. So I'm just going to write down the first term, 6xy, and see if anything else matches it. Well, here's another xy. So I can put that with this one because I know I can add those. So those are going to go together. Then I'm going to write down my 2y and see if there's anything that matches that. And it may help you to cross things out as you use them. So you know you got them. Got my 2y. Everything I have left is an x, so there's nothing to go with the 2y. Then I have 6x and I have negative x. So those will go together. 6xy's plus 4xy's, you add the coefficient, get 10xy plus the 2y that doesn't go with anything else. And 6x minus x is 5x. Alright, number 5. Number 5, we have 3p squared minus 2p plus 3 plus p squared minus 7p plus 7. Okay, if I do this one the vertical method, I'm going to put 3p squared, and that one goes with this one, so that's a p squared underneath. I'm going to be adding. Negative 2p and negative 7p would go together. So those are gone. And then the 3 and the 7 would go together. 3p squared plus another p squared is 4p squared. Negative 2 and negative 7 is negative 9p. 7 plus 3 is 10. Alright, number 7. We have, oops. We have 5p plus 2q plus 2p squared minus 8q plus 1. Okay, so I'm going to use horizontal method. So I'm going to put 2p squared And nothing else goes with that. I don't have anything that matches it, so I'm going to put it first and just leave it alone. And then I have 5p. Nothing matches that either. Then I have 2q and negative 8q. And then I have 1. So in this case, I only have one set of like terms because these two are the only ones that have the same letter with the same power. You cannot add these two. They have different powers. So I'm just going to rewrite everything else. And 2 and negative 8 becomes negative 6 and 1. Alright, number 9. We have 6x squared plus 3x plus x squared minus 4x minus 3. Alright, I have 6x squared and an x squared. Those are same term, same like terms, sorry. 3x and negative 4x are like terms. And then I have a negative 3. Alright, I'm going to add all those. 6x squared plus another x squared is 7x squared. 3 and negative 4 is negative 1x. Don't have to write the 1. And negative 3 doesn't have anything to go with. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear the page and move on to number 11. Number 11, we have 2a minus 4b minus c plus negative 2a minus b minus 4c. Alright, so I have 2a and negative 2a. So those are taken care of. And I have negative 4b and negative b. Those are gone. And I have negative c and negative 4c. 2a minus a, well, those cancel each other out, they're done. Negative 4b and negative b is negative 5b. Negative c and negative 4c is negative 5c. Number 13. I have 2p minus 5q plus 3p plus 6q plus p minus q. So I have 3 sets this time, but it's still the same process. So I'm going to find my like terms. I have a 2p, I have a 3p, and I have a p. I got all those taken care of. And then I have negative 5q, 6q, and negative q. So this is a 1, if you want to remember that those are both 1s. 2 plus 3 plus 1 gives me 6p. Negative 5 and negative 1 are negative 6 plus positive 6. Those all go away, so 6p is my answer by itself, because this would be 0. And number 15, 3z squared plus 5z plus z squared plus 2z plus z minus 4. Alright, so I have a 3z squared and I have a z squared. Those are like terms. Those are out. And I have a 5z and I have a 2z and I have a regular z. So I got that one, I got that one, and I got that one. And I have a negative 4 left. 3z squared plus another z squared is 4z squared. 5z and 2z is 7z. So another one is 8z. And negative 4. Okay, that is the end of the first page. That's all the ones that were sums. So those were all adding. On the next page, it's all difference, which means we're going to be subtracting. So number 1, we have 3a minus 5 minus 5a plus 1. The only additional step you'll need to do on this from the first page, change subtraction to add the opposite. So everything inside these parentheses would get an opposite sign. If it's already negative, it changes to positive. If it's positive, it's going to change to negative. Whatever the sign is, it changes. Then I can do the exact same thing on the last page. So 3a would go with negative 5a, and negative 5 would go with negative 1. 3 and negative 5 is negative 2a, and negative 5 plus negative 1 is negative 6. Number 3. 9xy plus y minus 2x minus 6xy minus 2x. So again, I need to change my subtraction to add, and everything in the parentheses will change signs. Add the opposite and opposite. Okay, 9xy would go with negative 6xy, and y doesn't have anything to go with it. Negative 2x would go with positive 2x. I'm going to add all those terms together. 9xy minus 6xy is 3xy, y, and this would cancel each other out, so it would be plus 0, so I don't need to put that there. Let's just get rid of it. It's just 3xy plus y. Number 5. 6p squared plus 4p plus 5 minus 2p squared minus 5p plus 1. So change that to add the opposite of everything in here. So I have a 6p squared negative, oops, sorry, this is going to be a horizontal one. Again, you can use whichever method you want. I'm just showing you both so you have some experience with both. 4p and 5p and 5 and negative 1. 6 and negative 2 would give me 4p squareds. 4 and 5 would give me 9p. And 5 minus 1 would give me 4. Number 7. 8p minus 5q minus negative 6p squared plus 6q minus 3. Alright, change this to add the opposite of everything in there. Change all those signs. Then I'm going to put my like terms. I'm going to start with the highest ones, is 6p squared. Even though it doesn't have anything to match up with it. That's my first one. Then I would do 8p, and 8p doesn't have anything to match with it either. Then I would use q, so I have negative 5q and negative 6q. I've used that one, I've used that one, I've used that one, and that one. All I have left is a 3. So in this case, my only like terms were those q's, but that's okay. So I have 6p squared plus 8p minus 11q plus 3. Alright. Number 9. 3x squared minus 2x minus 3x squared plus 5x minus 1. Change this to add, change all the signs inside. 3x squared would go with negative 3x squared. Then negative 2x would go with negative 5x. And then we have a 1 left over. So 3x squared and negative 3x squared are going to cancel. Negative 2 and negative 5 gives me negative 7x plus 1. Number 11, we have 2h minus 6j minus 2k minus negative 7h minus 5j minus 4k. Alright, again, changes to add the opposite of everything inside. Put my like terms together, so I'm going to have 2h and 7h and negative 6j and 5j and negative 2k and 4k. Add all of those. 2 and 7 is going to give me 9h. Negative 6 and positive 5 gives me negative 1j. Negative 2 and positive 4 gives me positive 2k. Number 13. 2a minus 8b minus negative 3a plus 5b. Change this to add opposite of everything inside. So then I'm going to put my like terms together. So 2a would go with 3a, and negative 8b would go with negative 5b. 5a, negative 8, and negative 5 gives me negative 13b. You can either put a minus or you can leave it as negative, it doesn't matter. And number 15, last one, is 6z squared plus 4z plus 2. Oops, forgot my minus sign. Minus 4z squared plus z. Okay, so changes to add the opposite of everything in here. So I have 6z squareds and negative 4z squareds. And I have 4z and negative z, and then I have a 2. Those are all my like terms. I'm going to add. 6 and negative 4 gives me positive 2z squared. 4z and negative 1z gives me positive 3z, and then we just have a 2. And that is the end of section 8.5 video.